Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Old Skool Movement. My name is Darren, lover of all things retro. Beside me, I have my old school pal, Chris. We saying, bruv?
Yeah, I'm good.
We're here again,
Yeah,
doing it all again. And we have a special guest with us today.
Doing it all again.
Mr. Big Daddy Lane.
Yeah, y'all. In
TV presenter,
Easy.
entrepreneur Lane Redman in the house.
Yes, brother. Big up, man. Respect and love, man.
It's all good, man. It's all good. So you're going to join him in the madness with us today.
Bros, I'm looking forward to it. I've listened to the previous episodes and yeah, it's an honour to be here. Finally. You know what I mean? I was waiting, actually. I was waiting for the invite. Hold on. You've done
you're
two.
our first guest.
You've done two.
We were waiting for the right subject.
Oh, yeah, you're big.
We were waiting for the right
Yeah.
subject to invite you as first guest.
Yeah.
Oh, big.
So
What is today's subject? What are we talking about today?
Today's subject, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to be talking about food. But not just any old food. It's like food from back in the day. So your breakfasts, your lunch, your dinner, your takeaways. We're going to go through it all.
Fast food of the day.
Yeah, you know. So, but there's a lot of sugar in the food back in those days, wasn't it?
Yeah, everything was.
But, you know, you still got involved, didn't you?
That's why half the food that we used to love don't see about anymore. Cause there's too much sugar and it don't meet the regulations of today.
Yeah,
but back
well,
then,
they're still doing it, though, man.
yeah, on the sly, innit?
Yeah. They're putting loads of sugar in it, man.
But let's start with, you wake up in the morning, you want to break your fast. So what would you eat, Chris, man? What was your favourite cereal? Let's start with cereals.
It was all about cereals when we were younger, wasn't it? Before school. It was the quick and easy thing to grab before you left the house. Bit of cereal. I think my favourite had to be Sugar Puffs. I used to love Sugar Puffs.
Oh, man.
so nice.
Or do you know what, though, Sugar Puffs? Did you ever know, after you have Sugar Puffs, if you go to the toilet, it smells like Sugar Puffs?
I've heard that, actually. I've heard that before. I never
If you eat
noticed
that
it.
much, though, yeah, because I used to
yeah.
you have a lot of Sugar Puffs, bro. You know what I mean? So then when you
Consume a
get
whole
to the
box.
toilet.
Did you ever you used to eat Sugar Puffs out of the box? With milk?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was going to say that was why they were good. A bit like how you can do that sort of these days with Cheerios or whatever. You can just eat them dry.
I think all of them are like that. Any sugary cereal, you're eating straight out of the box.
Yeah,
Frosties.
definitely.
Frosties as well. Were you a fan of Frosties, Chris?
Oh yeah, I used to like Frosties, man.
Just
I used
dry
to
like
like
that.
that variety pack. Remember the variety pack? You get the small box.
All the
Small
different
box.
Kellogg's boxes. Yeah.
They're great.
They were great. They were good.
But I used to like the Frosties hot.
God, yeah.
Either way.
With hot milk,
Either
yeah.
way.
Hot milk,
It
man.
was standard.
Especially in the winter.
I think it's that a Beijing thing.
Yeah.
That's a standard
British
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
It's a
It's a
thing.
British
man.
thing.
It's a
Hot
thing.
milk.
Yeah, I
I
always
always used to have hot milk with my cereal,
Standard.
but then
Especially in
as
the
I got older, it's just like, hold on, I just need a snack. So I just grab a handful of cereal,
have it dry.
snack on.
Yeah. And then went into cereal bars.
Oh, do you remember them?
Not really.
And it's still
I don't mind
Are
them.
they still around now?
I remember when I think the first one I remember coming out was the Rice Krispies marshmallow one.
What, cereal bar?
Yeah, that was the first one.
Nah, Frosties was the first one. Talk about
Frosties?
Frosties.
I
Yeah.
remember the Frosties one.
Yeah.
I do remember the Frosties one.
Yeah,
always
I don't
thought-
know what was first.
Yeah,
Cocoa
I think the
Pops.
marshmallow bar one was the only one I sort of got into, the Rice Krispies one. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of them. Another one I loved was Kellogg's Start. A bit of an odd one, but Kellogg's
Kellogg's
Start.
Star was nice.
Kellogg's Start
Very
was good.
sweet though.
It was sweet.
You could eat those so
Yeah, easily.
And sort of like
Easily.
honey glazed stopwatches.
Yeah.
That with hot milk.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
adverts.
Because they're
Remember
quite
the
hard.
adverts?
I remember the advert of it as well. It
Yeah.
had Steve Cram
Yeah.
was doing the advert for it as well at the time.
Oh, what about Ready Bread, man?
Ready was good, yeah.
Yeah, Ready Bread was tasty.
That made you glow.
That's
Give me that
saying.
glowing
Yeah,
thing. It was
yeah,
that
you
advert. The advert done good for that.
See what the adverts do to us, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, you know what I mean? Because Ready Bread ain't even that tasty, you know, bro.
No. You see that
It ain't
advert
got
and
no
you think,
sugar
I'm
in it.
buying that, man. It makes you glow like it keep me warm.
You still want it, though, innit?
Advertising. Gripped us.
Definitely, but I like that
Snack, snap,
Crackle and pop.
Yep.
They're the original, yeah. The original old Rice
Everyone's got
Krispies.
characters, isn't there?
Rice
Yeah.
All of them
The
got
thing
their
with me,
mascots.
the things with me and cereal as well, I used to like the things you used to get with them, which I don't notice anymore.
Yeah.
You don't
Or you have
notice
to
the
collect.
freebies.
You have to collect a certain amount and then you can send off.
You can
and
send
get a
off to
car or
get a
something.
bowl or a cup,
Yeah.
and everyone used to have the Cocoa Pops bowls back in the day. I remember, but I'm talking about the things that used to come in the box. You used to get little toys, or you'd get transfers or stickers.
I still
Yeah,
love the
yeah,
transfer.
yeah.
All the time.
I know when Shreddies had the Superman 2
Superman
transfer.
2
I didn't even like
transfer.
Shreddies, but I bought Shreddies
Just
just
for
so
the
I could get
Superman.
the transfers.
You know what? Shreddies are nice though.
I remember that, man. The back of the box was the landscape, and you had the transfers. And I remember there was a Star Wars one that Shreddy's done, because I remember it had C-3PO on the front.
Yes.
Of box.
Yes.
I remember that as well.
Yeah. I've
Yeah,
got them
shreddies
ones
were good
actually.
for them. I used to like them transfers.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
They
love
were
the transfers.
a
Love
good few
transfers.
hours of fun doing
When
that.
transfers were big
Yeah.
as a thing, I remember going in like WH Smiths and stuff,
Buying
and
a
all
whole
that stuff,
set
and
of
just
them.
buying transfer
transfer
sets and just
set. Yeah,
transferring them someone on a landscape and creating your own.
You know
I
what?
hardly
else
see
would be
them no
unique?
more.
You know them hologram stickers?
Yes.
They were big back then as well.
Yes.
See them
yes.
everywhere.
Yeah,
They used to come in cereal boxes.
Cereal boxes,
Yeah.
yeah. And the other thing I remember was the things that go on your bike spokes.
Yeah.
Kellogg's.
Oh, mate, do you remember them?
Kellogg's,
Yeah.
You had like the cockerel one. I think you might have
Yeah.
had a Tony the Tiger one. All different ones with
Yeah.
the reflector in the middle, clipped them on
Yeah.
your spokes.
Yeah, different
I
colours and
remember
stuff.
them. Definitely
Weetabix.
Weetabix. Weetabix is alright. Didn't mind Weetabix.
Again, it's the characters.
It was
I
the
like.
characters
Weetabix
that done
crew.
it. Yeah. The
Yeah.
adverts again were good.
Yeah.
I remember the breakdancing advert.
Breakdance
There
with
was a
all of the
little crew,
tracksuits and
all-
sweatbands.
Yeah. All like with little Adidas tracksuits or something.
Yeah.
Weetabix adverts were good, but there was that odd one. I remember there was like a skinhead looking one that was on design.
The bully.
Oh,
Looking one.
The bully of the crew.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't know
With
what
the
that was
braces as
about.
well. Yeah,
Yeah.
braces
Yeah,
as well.
braces,
Yeah.
the boots,
The,
everything.
yeah,
It's
you
your
did.
typical, stereotypical. Yeah.
Mate.
Yeah. All right, lad. The breakfast lad. Cocoa Pops.
Cocoa Pops, yeah, they were
Yeah,
good.
buddy.
They were good. They were another one. I rember getting a
Chocolatey
transfers.
milk, mate.
Yeah, they're-
Turns the
Turns
milk
chocolatey.
chocolatey.
Of course, man. Yeah. Another one I remember getting the transfers with. I clearly remember a jungle scene, and you'd have the Cocoa Pop monkey, you'd have the crocodile, some other characters. But I remember doing them with that one as well.
Yeah. Cereal, but cereal back in the day, was that last resort for you guys? Would you rather like a fry up or toast or a...
As you got older,
I had both.
Wow,
No,
lucky
seriously,
you.
Cereal
like every
mid
morning,
starter.
I am lucky because my mum and dad would make me breakfast every morning. So it's cereal, whichever one, and then it'll be scrambled egg with beans or poached egg or whatever. And that was every morning, like standard.
I was always in a rush. I
So-
just never had the time. So
You
quick
know what I
bit of
mean?
cereal.
But
for
then
me.
I used to have to get up fairly early. My mum would drag me out of bed at like 7.
Oh, that's cold.
Yeah, I think it all depended on how much time you had. Then for me, cereal was quick and easy. Could grab it.
Yeah.
Like I say, have it dry sometimes just on the way to school.
Yeah. just throw the box in your mouth.
Hard times. That's why you like the mini
Mouthful of
ones.
milk, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, because you
On
can
the
just
move.
you can just have them on the move, innit?
have them on the move.
Yeah. So we all agreed that we're not really fans of porridge because Ready Break was just all about.
No, you know what? My dad
Yeah.
used to make the biggest porridge. You know, he used to make it with cinnamon, and then you put like brown sugar on it.
Yeah,
porridge
man.
was. That was another porridge. I used to have a lot of porridge when I was
Yeah.
younger, man.
Porridge is good, yeah.
But not
I
Ready
still
Break
like it.
porridge.
Not ready bread porridge,
ready bread.
homemade porridge.
That was almost like baby rice ready bread. You know, it was like really fine stuff. I
Yeah,
prefer
you have to
the
put loads of
proper-
in it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I've had to put like a whole one in to make it like really thick and the way I want it. You know what I mean?
And then you would. Okay, so you've had your breakfast, go school, and it's lunchtime. Who was school dinner or packed lunch?
School dinner.
Chop and change, but mainly packed lunch.
Bit of both I would do.
If you were packed lunch, what sort of lunchbox did you have?
Yeah, man. The lunchbox. In the 80s, the lunchboxes.
Lunchboxes
was the
were
thing.
big,
Every
yeah.
new
Yeah,
term.
Every new
Get
term.
your new lunchbox.
After
Is
you
it?
bought your new stationery set,
Yeah.
you got your new protractor and your new pencil. The next thing
Your
would be-
eraser that smells. The
Yeah,
rubbers
yeah,
that
smelly
smell.
eraser, the one
They
that never
still do
rubs
that.
out pen.
Couple felt tip pens.
Yeah, the set. Remember the long set of felt tip
One
pens?
set of felt
Yeah.
tip pens, 36 colours, whatever. But after
Yeah.
you've got all that, the next thing would be that aisle in Woolworths with the lunchboxes.
Lunchboxes,
And you'll be looking at the Knight Rider ones and the 18 ones and
Yeah, different masks.
They were
He-Man.
some wicked
And were the tin ones out by then? Because the standard ones were the plastic
Plastic.
with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
flask.
Yeah.
But then you had the
I think the
small
tin ones
I
were
don't remember the
earlier.
tin
I think the
ones.
tin ones were earlier and they got phased out by the plastic. But then
Right.
retro sort of came back again. I
Yeah.
reckon more in the late 80s, 90s. The metal ones were back out again. But
Yeah. You didn't get a flask though with the metal
no,
ones,
I
did
remember
No.
the plastic ones with. I was going to say the plastic
Flask.
flask.
And you pop the top off.
Yeah.
It was like
cup.
a, it was like a
And you
teenage,
just
or not even like a
yeah,
kid's sippy cup, wasn't it? Just with the
Yeah,
flip up lid.
Yeah.
There was just enough space for like your sandwich, your crisps, your
Yeah.
chocolate bar,
yeah. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
and your little flask.
It was perfect.
Maybe tea in the winter.
What one did you have?
You know what? I think I had an 18 one.
I remember 18.
I think I had an 18 one, a
Remember
red
the
18
red
one
18 one.
with
That's
a
what I
white
remember.
handle.
And I'm sure I had a black Knight Rider one as well.
What did you have?
But I remember having,
I had a red Transformers one.
I remember a red transfer.
I remember it.
I think I had Superman.
I was proud of that, man.
Yeah.
So you walk into school, it's like,
you'd
see, I got transformed. That's the only thing you want to carry. You don't care about the bag, anything else. I'm just carrying this Transformers box with me right now.
First day back to school, that's how you felt carrying that in. Yeah, it was like, look what I got.
Yeah, because when they're fresh, they look wicked.
They look wicked.
But I probably did have one for each term, but I just remember the A-Team one.
That's the one I clearly remember. So A-Team and Knight Rider. But saying that, I do remember the one with Optimus Prime on the front.
Yeah.
I think it might have Starscream or someone in the back.
Yeah.
I do remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were wicked. What sort of sandwich would you have in it though? Everyone in them days, everyone it's a slice of ham. That was
I would have sandwich spread. Do you remember?
Heinz sandwich.
Heinz sandwich spread.
Did you yum that? Yeah.
Didn't you like sandwich spread?
In them days,
mate.
you could eat it, but now, could you eat that now?
I
I tried a few years back, and nah.
Is it Heinz?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Heinz sandwich bread. It looks like puke.
You never
It's
had
the only way I could describe it.
It's like mayo with chopped up carrots
And
vegetables,
little pickles. It's got like a vinegary.
It just
sort
sounds off.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
It's weird, but in the day, that was.
yeah,
Sandwich bread was
with cheese.
that was being like different.
Yeah, I'll have a packet of Golden Wonder.
It was like breaking the norm.
Yeah, I'll have a Kit Kat or something.
Kit Kat or a club. Mum
Yeah.
a club. I love the club.
Yeah, I'd have a Kit Kat or a club as well.
Yeah.
Clubs are
Orange or a
still
mint
big.
club.
Orange.
Munch all the chocolate off it first. Get down to the biscuit last.
Yeah,
Make it last a bit.
But when it
true.
was school dinners had sometimes they had a nice school dinner, but it's like roulette. You didn't know what was on the menu for the day.
I struggle thinking of a nice main course. A dessert. There was times when I think, I wouldn't mind that dessert.
Well, look, the chocolate sponge cake with the
pink
chocolate custard.
But no, the mains were like, I just remember weird meat and weird potato.
Yeah.
I used to hide it in the
Yeah,
potato.
and
rubbery.
scoops of mash.
Ice cream scoops.
You know, that's
smash.
what put me off mash, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was that packet smash
Yeah.
that they give us in the 80s, man.
But
It's
I remember at Christmas
Damaged us.
dinner, you'd get orange juice, diluted orange juice, because all the time it would just be
Yeah.
water all the time.
Yeah.
But
they
for
would.
Christmas,
a jug of diluted.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would.
yeah,
Very weak.
You're right. mate.
very well.
weak diluted juice.
Yeah, and you guys know what we had in the summer, innit, with our soggy crisps.
the green soggy crisps again. They've popped up again, with the salad.
Yeah. So that was like our lunches. So like,
You needed something when you got home.
now. Dinners. What
Wicked. Dinners,
did we
man.
like for dinner?
Do you know what I used to bust? The Findus Crispy Pancakes. Do you remember them?
Of course,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Findus crispy pancakes.
Apart from burning your mouth, them things were.
Yeah,
they were
but
good.
but
they
with Findus crispy pancakes, you could eat them breakfast, dinner, lunch,
Yeah, exactly.
snack.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
I've never tried that, but I suppose you
Yeah.
should,
But I remember when I was little and I used to stay at my cousin's house. And his dad used to always make us a fry up, right? And one time made us a fry up of crispy Findus pancakes, the beef and onion one, in a sandwich.
That was the only one worth eating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in a
true,
sandwich
yeah,
with
yeah.
bacon, with onions,
sandwich?
right? So you have a crispy Findus pancake sandwich, yeah?
Oh, wow.
And so like he's frying them up. So I'm staying at my cousin's house. My other cousin's staying as well. So he calls us down. We all come down for our crispy pancakes. I get mine. Thank you, uncle. Got mine. Other cousin gets his. Thank you. Gets his. And Damien, his son, gets his. But there was no more bread left. There was only like the back of the bread. You know, you got the front and the back. The bit of bread nobody wants. Damien had that, and he's like, he looked at it and went, "Dad,"
Screwed.
and his dad went, "But Damien, bread is bread." And for years, that was our like little catchphrase for him. Bread is bread. He was fuming. Like he was the last in the queue to get the back of the bread. But yeah.
I can't believe it. Crispy pancake sandwich, man.
Innit? That's next
That's
level.
that
That's
sounds
next
good.
level.
Hey, yeah, it's filling. It was filling. That sorted you out for lunch and breakfast. It was.
Bread is bread. But what about so? Did you actually like the back of the bread?
I didn't like the back of the bread.
Do you like?
I could have it toasted as with beans on toast. Because it was chunkier, it soaked up more of the beans and a bit of butter. See, that I would, when I get down to the back of the bread, I'd use it with beans on toast.
But it's not first choice.
It's
is
no.
it?
You always go
you
to the
back of the
like
bread.
second one down, isn't it? When you put your hand in the bag,
It's
it's
last
always,
resort. If it's there.
Yeah.
Back in the day, no, I weren't having
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sticking with the frozen food, crispy Findus pancakes. What frozen food did you like, Chris? What did you?
Findus had a
Findus
few,
was
man.
running
Findus,
to
yeah.
Do you remember French
Findus were the
bread
go-to.
pizzas?
Yeah.
Findus French bread pizzas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when like pizza was.
Weren't even. It was still a new thing.
It was still a new thing
It was
in
still a
the
new
UK.
thing,
Pizzas,
yeah.
and they introduced us with the pineapple and ham.
They done the original Hawaiian.
Yeah, they brought
done
the
the ham and
Hawaiian. Like
pineapple, yeah.
people turn their noses up at the Hawaiian pizza, but that's you were introduced to margarita
Yeah.
or
ham
Hawaiian.
and pineapple, and there was a pepperoni, I think.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Findus, like I say, Findus are running things, but they didn't do chips. They done everything that would go with chips.
Yeah.
There was only one company in them
Findus
days that
didn't
done
do
chips.
Nah, McCain.
Canes, man.
McCain were chips.
Canes with
Like,
the chips, the
Findus-
oven chips, the deep fried chips,
Yeah.
the string
Yeah.
chips, whatever.
Chips.
I'm sure Findus do chips as well, don't they?
No, not that I know of.
I can't
Nah,
remember Findus
I've never
chips,
thinking
no.
about it now.
I remember like fish fingers, burgers.
Pies
Pies.
or something. Yeah, fish fingers, cod fillets or something. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's true,
I
you know,
always
it's
remember
true.
McCain's. I clearly remember the advert. I think it was like a builder's van, load of builders in the back. Can't
Will
wait
it be
in-
chips
Will it
or
be chip-
jackets?
That's the one.
Will it be salad or frozen?
There's one bit I love.
Would it be mushrooms,
Fried
fried onion
onion
rings?
Well, after a while,
And say,
yeah, it's true.
Correct, you know.
Yeah, that's
Legendary
classic
advert.
McCain's, man.
And with the frozen food, that's the first time I tried chicken nuggets.
That was
They were introduced to us in the mid '80s.
you couldn't. We didn't have McDonald's in them days, and I don't think Wimpy sold chicken nuggets.
Nah, so it was just
no,
some
McDonald's did. Hold on.
not
we
yet.
didn't know McDonald's weren't about where we in our
Yeah.
town. It hadn't opened yet.
Yeah, but we'll get to the
Yeah.
fast food bits soon.
But yeah, my first time with nuggets was some sort of frozen Iceland or Findus
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Give me some Alpha Bites.
Alpha
Yeah,
Bites.
man.
Remember Alpha
Yeah.
Bites?
Yeah, man. The square
Oh
chips.
yeah.
The faces and
Alpha
all that.
based spaghetti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bites.
Do anybody remember the ones called Ket Chips? They were chips with ketchup, in them.
already in them. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ket Chips.
Yeah. I do remember.
They're horrible.
They didn't last
But-
long. I hadn't seen them about
Yeah.
for long, but I do remember when they come out.
Chips with ketchup
Yeah,
already
I
in
do
them.
remember when
Rank
they come
I
out.
heard of that.
It's like the stuffed crust.
A bit like that, yeah.
You know what I
A
mean?
bit like a stuffed crust, yeah.
Stuffed crust kind of nice though.
I knew there'd be one.
I was like,
I
I
knew
prefer
there'd
just
be
the
one
plain
brand that
beef.
would
It
say
depends,
stuffed
it
crust is
depends on what
nice.
cheese is in it though. It's got to be the right cheese.
Well, yeah, but most of it was that nasty cheese. That was the thing. That
Cheese.
hard. Mm-mm. Nah, boy.
It was. I had another little guilty pleasure back in them days as well. Bird's Eye.
Oh yeah,
They-
yeah. Can't forget
They
Bird's Eye.
they done
of course,
these ready-made meals. They done a chicken one and a roast beef one, from what I can remember. And
Okay.
They were rough, but I love the roast beef one, man. I used to like that
Rough
roast beef
dinners.
one, man. They were rough.
What?
dinners.
What? You do what? Would you put the whole?
It was on a plate,
Thing in the
plastic
oven?
plate, the whole
Oh.
thing in the oven. 40 minutes done. You got a roast dinner. Gravy's on it, peas are on it. Bit
Wow.
of some weird beef, but I used to love
they still
them when I was-
exist?
I think they must still be about. They must be.
Wow.
I feel like going and finding one.
Yeah, yeah.
Fish
Find
fingers,
them, see how
man.
much
Fish
they've
fingers
changed.
was his thing, though, isn't it?
Fish fingers were
That's his
big as
main
well,
thing.
yeah. That was quick, easy food. Put in a
Yeah.
sandwich, have it with beans, have it
Yeah.
with chips.
What about the old
Easy.
pot noodles, man?
That was
Never
my
liked pot
first.
noodles.
Nah.
That was my first sort of go at cooking. I think.
Cooking?
Yeah,
That's
the
just turn
fir-
on the kettle.
Well, when you were about 4 or 5, that was cooking.
Yeah.
Man. That was your first dinner.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
You're
the first
using
time I
a
cooked
kettle at
something.
4 or 5 years old.
Or maybe 6 or 7.
And it was a stove kettle as well.
One of the whistle ones.
man.
Public enemy kettle.
Those in super noodles, man, for a quick snack. I wasn't too keen on pot noodles. There's only one flavour that done it. That was the beef and tomato. But I always found myself
Yeah, true.
putting other stuff in it, Tabasco or got Worcester sauce or something to make it taste a little bit
Yeah,
different.
spice him up, man.
But then I found
Hot pepper
super
sauce.
noodles. Super noodles were, I liked them better than I did pot noodles.
Okay.
They were a good little snack.
Yeah, they were actually. I used
Bird's
to-
eye potato waffles, waffly versatile.
Yeah.
They come in handy.
Major.
They're always in the
Eggs
freezer.
on, ham on, jam on. Remember that?
Waffly versatile.
Get one of them.
God, yeah, we didn't
So-
do that just on adverts.
Them days.
So frozen desserts at home.
Frozen desserts, yeah.
At home.
Neapolitan, mate.
Hey.
One time.
Hey.
Do you remember you used to get that in a
Straight
long
off.
block? You remember you used to get Neapolitan in like a long block, and then you'd buy the wafers separate. And you could slice it like a big chunk of it, and then put your wafer either side, and make your little Neapolitan sandwich, or just normal vanilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good. I think Arctic roll was one of my favourites.
Arctic
Yeah,
roll.
you're getting a bit of cake,
Wait,
you're
was
getting a bit of
Arctic
ice
roll-
cream.
Is Arctic roll the same as Swiss roll? No.
Swiss roll is just cream instead of the ice cream, isn't it? Arctic roll, it's ice cream rolled up.
It's the
and
ice cream
sponge.
rolled up and it's the thing with
Swiss
the jam
roll
in
is just, it's got the
swirly.
cream and jam just rolled
I
up.
suppose that's the whole thing, to play
So
on the words.
an ice
actually.
cream
Arctic.
version,
It's
yeah.
an ice cream version of it. isn't
Frozen
it?
version. Yeah, they were good.
Angel Delight.
Angel Delight was good. Butterscotch.
Butterscotch Angel Delight.
Butterscotch
I
Angel
never checked
Delight.
for that, you know.
No, I never
Butterscotch
liked
Angel
Angel
Delight
Delight.
was alright.
Yeah, they
That
were
was
good.
a school
My sister liked
dinner
them.
dessert.
Yeah, but that was
Yeah.
where I first tried it.
Yeah,
But
I think
going
that's-
back to that, I remember. Do you remember they used to have like a caramel tart at school? That thing was.
Yes.
I don't know.
Shortbread.
Like shortbread with like some
with
sickly
the
sweet
caramel on
That
top.
thing was
Yep.
wicked. That was
I
bad.
remember. Oh yeah.
That was bad. But yeah, that's where I first had butterscotch, was at school, and yeah, I like butterscotch. I think
Yeah.
it's one of them things you either like it or you don't.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it's nice, man.
Yeah.
And there was do you remember? I think Birds done their sort of version of an Angel Delight. I can't think what it was called. Magic dessert or something. But
Ice Magic.
Yeah, that
Ice
sounds
Magic.
familiar actually.
It's probably, you'll remember the packet, the red and I think yellow and blue with a bird on it.
Yeah.
That stuff was kind of good as well.
Fudge.
Kind of good. If you had people
Viennettas.
coming over though, you'd get a Viennetta out.
Yeah, that's like, yeah.
If
Viennetta.
you had
Okay.
people visiting, that's
Yeah,
it. The mint
it's
Viennetta.
true.
Yeah.
That'll be getting defrosted 20 minutes before
Yeah.
serving.
Yeah.
And that'll be coming out.
Yeah, you knew people were coming round.
People coming round. When you
the
saw that on the
Viennetta.
side.
And you know you're
Yeah.
a special guest if the Viennetta comes out. You
it,
know what I
man.
mean? You're like, rah, Viennetta.
Yeah.
That's
Easy.
the one.
Yeah, yeah.
I still just like jelly and ice cream, man. Like, remember going to kids' parties and just
Yeah.
Jelly
having
and ice-
jelly.
I had
that
bloody
combination just works so well. Just
Yeah.
vanilla and strawberry jelly.
But for me, it only worked at a party. I wouldn't
not
be
you
at
mean.
home
Yeah.
and make jelly and ice cream.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
something
true,
you
you know.
only have it at
Yeah.
parties, isn't it?
You
When I
know,
was
you
a
wouldn't
kid-
sit-
when I
you
was a
wouldn't make
kid, I
that
used to.
you used to
Yeah,
make
my
it.
mum would make jelly, yeah. And
No, I wasn't-
Yeah, I'd have jelly and ice cream.
Yeah, I tend to have it out more. Never talking about ice cream.
You ate good, man.
I did.
Didn't it?
I'm not even gonna lie, I ate amazing. You know.
Damn, bro.
Talking about ice cream, you remember the
Well catered for.
the sauce?
Yeah, that's
Sauce.
nice.
You remember the sauce that you used to
The
put
sauce
over
that
the
you
ice
put
cream?
over the ice cream and it would freeze.
It would freeze
on the ice cream.
Oh, that
yes.
stuff.
What was that called? You'd
I
get
don't
orange
know.
flavour, mint
Oh, I like the
flavour.
mint. I like the mint and the
I
chocolate.
like the orange flavour, and you
I
could
forgot about
crack
the
it with
orange.
your
You could crack
spoon.
it, yeah. And then just eat the
Yeah.
crisps of.
Do you remember that?
No.
Ooh, that was good, man.
Yeah.
I can't
I can't remember the name of that, but I do remember that. I do remember that.
I think it was just Ice Magic or something. It was called Birds Ice Magic.
Oh, is that the
And
ice
it,
magic
It
you're
was
talking
in
about?
it was in like a triangle, little, like a mountain. with the
Yes, you're
shape
right.
of the container. You
You're
unscrew
right.
the lid.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah.
Do you ever remember getting like frozen mooses? You buy them in a
Yes.
bag and they'd be like 10 in a
And a
Yes,
cardboard
mate.
top, but you just
Yes.
peel the
You
cardboard.
peel the cardboard
Yes.
top off. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Remember them?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
bad.
iced mooses.
Like raspberry ripple.
Raspberry ripple. They were wicked. I
Yeah,
don't
they
see
were
them
heavy.
anymore. I don't see
Yeah.
them. I used to love
Yeah,
them.
mate, what happened to them?
Just let them defrost a little bit and they would come out so good.
Yeah.
There were some good desserts back in the old days for kids, man. We weren't bothered about our $5 a day back then, really.
Oh, no.
Not as though we weren't bothered, but
Well,
it weren't a thing.
It wasn't in your face.
It wasn't that. It wasn't in your
$5 a
face.
day was 5 penny sweets. That was a $5 a day.
Orange
Gobstopper.
one and lemon
Yeah.
one.
Gobstopper with the screwballs. Remember screwballs?
Screwballs are good.
Yeah,
Screwballs
man.
are nice.
Screwball. They were raspberry ripple, weren't they?
Yeah,
all
that's
the time. That was
raspberry
the only
ripple.
flavour you'd get if it was screwball. Yeah, in the fridge. Have a couple of screwballs in the fridge.
Yeah, man.
That was good.
But yeah, so let's moving on to snacks. Go out and have a snack. Do you remember Coombs, the bakers?
Coombs, a little
Oh, yeah.
bakery chain, yeah.
Coombs,
yeah,
before
yeah.
Greg's took over.
Brown sign
Before
with the
Baker's
yellow
Oven.
writing.
Yeah.
Coombs, the bakers.
Yeah.
I think it might have been Baker's Oven that took them. Right?
Baker's
Yeah,
Oven
what
as
Baker's
well.
Oven?
It might have been
Took
them
them
took
over,
yeah.
Coombs over, yeah.
Baker's Oven took over Coombs.
I think so,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, you
Because I
could be
noticed there
right.
was a few Coombs stores, and the couple that I remember did turn into Baker's Ovens.
That's right.
But yeah, all I remember really of Coombs was the window display, seeing all the cakes. But they done for a few pence. They done the ice cream cone with the marshmallow dipped in the hundreds and thousands.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it was like 5p or something,
5p, one of
10p or
those.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember getting them off.
Or iced finger.
iced
iced
fingers.
fingers.
Is it the
Yeah.
ice? Yeah, that's what I was just trying to think of.
It's almost like
Well,
a
they-
bread roll
it's like
with a bit of ice.
yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
Then they used to do like eclairs as well. Like,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
but
yeah,
you
needed
yeah.
money for
But it
those
was the
ones,
ice-
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was the
a lot of
ice.
nice stuff in there, man.
Ice finger buds.
I think
Yeah.
a pink one
Yeah.
or a white one you could get, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to yam nothing.
I used to like them. Yeah.
You buy them all linked together like sausages.
Yeah.
Rip them off.
I used to like them. They were nice. But
They
yeah,
were soft,
yeah,
man.
Coombs went. And then they used to have the things you used to make in school, the cornflakes in chocolate.
Yes, like the crispy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, you dip cornflakes in chocolate. Have
Your
that.
first go at making a cake
Yeah,
at school. Always
yeah.
do them crispy cake things. But around Easter time.
Gingerbread man.
Yeah,
Gingerbread man.
yeah.
The gingerbread men were
good.
nice as well.
They were good. They were just good decorating them.
Or Belgian bun.
Or Belgian bun.
Belgian bun.
A Belgian bun was
Oh
good.
my
Did they
gosh.
do the ice ring donuts there as well?
Yes.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
I know.
they
I know.
done some good
Baker's
donuts
Oven
there,
did.
actually, I think.
Yes, I'm sure.
No, they've done a
yeah.
good
What
couple
happened
of
to that
days.
shop,
Have
man?
some-
What happened to that place?
Greg's
took them.
Greg's,
Come on.
Well, Greg's don't do them thing there, do they?
Kind of.
They got a little.
Not to the standard that we remember.
Yeah.
You need
But
to
they
go
kind
into
of
that
do something.
Valerie Patisserie now if you want something like how what
What
Coons
we had
used
back
to do.
in, yeah.
You can still get a Belgian bun and Greg's. Decent.
Yeah.
Nice thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, so now, you know, you've had your breakfast, you've had your lunch, you've had your packed lunch, you've had your frozen food, your snacks, but the best day of the week was the Friday night treat. Now for me, the Friday night treat was like junk food day. You know, like every day now, it's standard to have, you know, kids are leaving school and going to chicken shop, this and that. That was only for a special occasion.
yeah.
That special occasion was
Once a week if you were
Once
lucky.
a week.
Yeah, if you were
Yeah.
lucky.
you know.
Yeah.
So we had so many stores to choose from. So let's start with Wimpy.
Wimpy, man. Wimpy was the main one in our town, wasn't it?
Wimpy,
Wimpy was like the main big
Wimpy,
fast food place in our
Mr.
town.
Wimpy with his fork and his big nose.
Yeah, that was the one. I remember his big nose and his
Yeah.
hat.
It was a beefies, wasn't it?
Yeah, he couldn't see though. It was all
Yeah,
down his face. Was he the same guy in Popeye?
No.
Because he ate burgers and he had a big nose.
He had a big nose
Was that his
as
other
well.
job?
They should have used him as the.
I'm
as
sure
the
it was him.
character.
His name was
Yeah.
Wimpy.
His name was Wimpy as well.
It was him. That was other
Oh,
job.
must have been him, innit?
Oh.
He was moonlighting doing the restaurant thing on
Yeah.
the side.
Mr. Wimpy. Do you remember every Saturday Mr. Wimpy would walk down the high road
Yeah.
and he'd step on his big
Someone would
But-
have to guide him.
Yeah,
And
because
someone
he
would be
couldn't
guiding
see.
him down the high street.
Yeah.
We used to have him at our school fairs.
School fairs,
He used
yes.
to turn up when we used to have our school
Yes.
fairs.
So do you think that one of them was coined from the other one?
Must have been because
It's a connection there.
yeah,
It's got-
because Popeye is an old
Yeah.
cartoon, so the Wimpy link probably is there. But the burgers from Wimpy, the brown bread quarter
quarter pounder
pounders.
on the brown
But
bun.
did they do square burgers as well?
No, we'll come to the square ones in a minute. But
Someone else.
the Wimpy burger, the Wimpy brown bread burger was a lovely burger.
It was good.
It was because they had their own like recipes, like competing with other stores that we'll mention. But they had, because Wimpy was a British company, wasn't it?
That's right.
So they had like cups and saucers, knife and forks, fish and chips, didn't they?
ketchup bottles.
Ketchup bottles, and that you remember that ketchup, the
Yeah,
tomato.
yeah,
The
tomato
retro, the
Yeah.
proper one
They
now
had-
that everyone
they had
loves.
that in there.
Yeah, that was where I first
But
saw that.
I was all about every time. I was all about the brown bread
brown
burgers,
bread
and they had
burgers,
they
yeah.
had a burger that was competing with the Big Mac with the Big King or
The
something.
king size.
The king
Wimpy
size.
King size.
The king size,
Yeah,
and
the
they
king
had
size was alright, but I don't know. It was something about the brown bun with the quarter pounder
brown
that made
bun.
that tasted wicked.
Yeah, and no other burger chain had the brown bun.
And they had
I
the
always
fresh
done
salad
that.
with it as well. Like
Yeah.
it was, you were getting a nice piece of tomato and
Yeah.
lettuce with it. And another big thing I loved at them is they done a fish and chips in a box.
Yeah,
That was wicked, a
Yeah.
wicked little snack. And I don't even eat that much
Yeah.
fish and chips these days, but in them days I loved their fish and chips.
Yeah.
They were good.
Yeah.
Box of fish and chips.
but Wimpy just became extinct.
There's still some of them.
There's still some of them,
Yeah,
but
there's
there's
still
about
around.
80
I
left.
think, yeah, I
around.
think
Yeah,
I saw
that's still
something
around.
recently. There was about 80, 86
Yeah, but
stores
there used to
left
be
in the UK.
loads
Used to be
before.
loads. They were in
Wimpy.
every town at one time.
You know.
They were everywhere.
Save Wimpy, man.
because because they were overtaken by the American corporation, that's McDonald's.
Golden Arches, man. They moved
Golden
in.
Arches just
Moved
stomped on them.
Yeah, I remember
Everywhere.
when it opened on our high street, man.
Yeah.
I remember opening day. And
Opening day.
Was you there for
It was
opening day?
magical.
Everyone was
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, of course. Every
Yeah,
kid was
yeah,
there.
of course.
Yeah.
It
Big-
had
it's a
like the
big
gold
thing.
railings.
Yeah, the gold
And everything was
railings.
just new and shiny.
Yeah,
It's like,
shiny.
wow, what is this?
I remember they had the aircon full on.
Full on for
Freezing
months.
in there.
For months
Yeah.
it was cold.
Yeah.
For months it was freezing. I don't know if you remember as well. It was the first place I'd seen. Like you walked in, it didn't have like normal seats.
Had
It
those.
had like a bench,
Yeah,
but you
it was
only
moulded.
rested like you rested a bit of yourself on it and you balanced on
It's
it.
like
I
it's
was
on a waltzer or something.
It was like some
moves.
space age, like seating.
Yeah.
What's this about? It
Yeah.
was like a waltzer.
Yeah,
It
you
was
have
shaped
to
like a waltzer.
Lift yourself up.
Lift yourself. For us, when we were small, it was hard getting up on that thing.
It was
right?
hard.
Remember that.
So it made me think like, oh, only adults can go in that bit. I've got to go and sit up by the counter where I can sit down normally.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, McDonald's started off. They had the they introduced us to the root beer,
Root beer, man.
and
Why did they get rid of it?
Yeah.
I love root beer. It's
A lot of
still,
people keep going on about that.
I love root beer,
No,
man.
but it's true. You just
For
made me think of
decades,
that now,
you
you
know.
know.
Yeah.
I go out my way to find root beer these days because
Yeah.
McDonald's was the place at one time. I don't know
the root
why,
beer was
why
nice.
they've stopped, man.
And the introduction of all the burgers. But do you remember back in the day when you was at McDonald's, you had to specify what kind of quarter pounder you wanted.
Yeah.
Now, if you just say quarter pounder, you get a quarter pounder
You're
with
getting it with
cheese.
cheese, yeah.
But back then, it was a quarter pounder or a quarter pounder with cheese.
Cheese,
Yeah.
yeah. So I like it without the cheese. So yeah, it's annoying having to tell them now I don't want cheese in it, and they always get confused and give it to you anyway.
But they didn't even announce it. You just went there one day and said, "I can have a quarter pounder." And
it just comes standard with cheese now. Yeah. Unless you go to one of these new ones where it's got the machine and you can take your bits in and out. They've changed it a bit now, the way you order, haven't they?
Yeah.
What, you don't order from a person anymore?
Not really, no.
You don't have to,
There's
you
normally
just
like
gotta
where you'd walk in before and there'd be a queue of 10 tills. Now there's like 2, and then there'd be 10 self-service touchscreen things. But I think it's really good. It's good. You take your ticket, wait for your number to come up, go and pick up your food, fight your way through all the Uber drivers that are standing there picking up food.
But that's the other thing I like about McDonald's now.
they got
They can
Uber.
deliver that.
Yeah, they delivery. Yeah, that's good. It's
I've
handy.
been saying that for years.
That was one
you
thing
know.
everyone
Yeah,
used to
how long
say
have
when
you
we were
saying that for?
little. Everyone used to say, "I wish
wish we
McDonald's
could-
could deliver."
Man, now it's
But
here.
there wasn't. I remember the time that like, you didn't really hear of any deliveries.
No.
There weren't
No.
pizza deliveries.
Yeah, pizza was the place
Pizza
that
was the
delivered.
first
That
one.
was linked
Yeah.
with delivery.
Yeah.
But no one else.
Even
could
Pizza
deliver.
Hut, when they first come out, there was no delivery.
Yeah,
I
it
think
was a restaurant.
No.
It was the
Just a
smaller
restaurant.
chains, the Perfect Pizzas,
Yeah.
the Papa John's when they started.
Delivery.
Yeah.
It's true. Back to McDonald's. I was a big fan of their pies, but when they had the cherry,
dessert pies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
dessert, the
cherry
cherry
pie.
pie. They had a limited edition cherry
Remember.
pie.
Oh, they should have kept
Golden.
that. They should have
And
kept that.
and another time they had a pineapple pie.
Yeah.
Sweet
I remember
but
that as well.
nice.
I remember that as well.
Sweet but nice.
And they've had like forest fruit ones.
Yeah, I remember
they've
forest
had
fruit.
Apple one, couple of sort of Christmassy tasting ones. But yeah, the cherry
but
pie.
the cherry pie.
It was that nice fit. That filling's amazing.
Yeah, that
Oh,
cherry.
Cherry
that cherry
pie.
is wicked.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, they should have kept that. They should have kept root beer and they should have kept mustard. I don't know why they got rid of their little.
What, they
mustard.
got rid of mustard?
Yeah, they got rid of mustards. I love.
Yeah,
their
they done that
mustard.
undercover as well. I didn't
They
even
done that
realise
undercover.
mustard just
Yeah,
disappeared.
it disappeared. There must have been something wrong
It's
with
true,
it for
you
all these
know.
years because a nugget ain't right without the mustard. I don't like the barbecue. I don't like the curry. I just want the mustard.
You got mustard.
I love their mustard. American mustard is wicked.
And
Chicken
a limited
nuggets, mate.
edition
But
burgers.
they were the first
had.
one to start chicken nuggets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, first ones I ever had.
On in a
in a
store.
fast food.
Yeah, in a fast food
I
store.
don't think they've ever changed their taste. They still taste as good as they did that first day. Like nuggets they're wicked.
But they've done a
Nuggets are
curry
good.
sauce as well, right?
Yeah, they do sweet curry sauce.
They still
I
do
like the
Yeah,
curry
I
sauce.
just can't-
I think the curry sauce is
That's
nice.
my daughter's favourite. She loves the curry sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, for me now they don't do mustard. I don't do sauce with them. I just have everything plain now.
Yeah, so the Mac Rib was a limited edition.
Rib.
Oh, mate.
That was a bit
yeah.
odd for me, but I remember it was quite popular.
That wasn't bad. I didn't even like it,
rib.
but that was quite nice.
It was alright. And they had. Do you remember a limited edition? Only in a couple of McDonald's, maybe the ones uptown and stuff. They had the Mac Pizza.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's like
Yeah, I remember.
yeah.
a 9-inch pizza, was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
And thin crust.
Thin
to get
crust.
it all the
Yeah,
time.
it was a bit
Yeah.
odd. It was a bit odd.
I thought it was nice.
I remember it from like, I think one of the Leicester Square branch or something
Yeah.
uptown. They had it. They done a hot dog at one time as well, which I really liked.
Did
It was
they?
only small. It was only like a very small hot dog in a little box, Mac dog or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That was alright. I don't
Yeah.
know why they got rid of that
Yeah.
as well.
But what happened to old Ronald, eh?
He's gone missing.
Old Ronald
Of
McDonald.
them horror films like scared
Innit?
people. It's horror
That's
films
the,
now.
that's the thing.
That's
It's a
what's done
scary
it.
character.
And all his
That's what done
friends,
it, man.
Grimace, Hamburglar.
Hamburglar.
Yeah.
Oh, remember the Big
Hamburglar.
Mac man, the Big Mac face man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I used to do you remember the pens that you used to get, like with a Happy Meal? You wear it around your neck and it was their face and you could pull the pen
Yeah.
out. The Hamburglar one and Grimace and Ronald. Like on a lanyard, you could pull it
that,
out.
man.
Yeah.
And also the flying discs. Little small, the original was the red Ronald one. Star shaped
Yes,
like
yes. The disc
Yes,
was-
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Everyone had
yes,
them.
yes.
Everyone had them.
Yeah.
Oh
Everyone
my
had them, man.
gosh.
But I think there was 4 in the set: a purple, a yellow, a blue, and a
mad.
red. But everyone seems to have that red one.
That
Yeah.
That red one. And
That red
when I was
Ronald.
thinking about this the other day, that sparked off. It reminded me when you first got a Happy Meal. Of my first memory, it came in a big flying saucer. And you lifted the lid off, a great big flying saucer thing with stickers as windows and
I don't remember that.
before the box.
Wow.
You'd have to Google it and see it, but it
Yeah.
came in this big old flying saucer. I remember you
Okay.
could frisbee that as well, but
Ah.
yeah, I'd forgotten as well that there was different
Yeah.
boxes. And when I saw it, I thought, yeah, clearly I remember that.
Yeah.
I used to love getting that big flying saucer.
McDonald's loved their boxes. Remember the polystyrene
Yeah.
boxes?
Oh yeah.
Getting your Big Mac in.
Yeah.
The
They
big
got-
burgers.
Yeah.
They got
yeah,
they got
big-
banned. So you know what were they doing to either us or
Bad for the environment, yeah.
I'm thinking they were bad for us. I remember times when you'd get your Big Mac, a fresh one, and it'd be melting through the side of the box. Like the box would be melting to your burger. It's like, man, so you must have digested a bit of that box. I swear, you know, it's
Well, you digest a lot of things in Mac.
It's true, you know, polystyrene.
11
Just did it.
spiders in your life or whatever.
Wow. So other burger chains. So as you're saying earlier on, Lane, the square burgers, Wendy's.
Wendy's,
Yes.
Wendy's
I
burgers.
don't think I ever went.
I went there a couple
There's
of
one in
times.
central London.
And there was one in
It was,
one in
yeah.
Hounslow as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one opened up in Hounslow. I was there for a good few years, and it turned into a Burger King. But yeah, my first experience with Wendy's was I think Oxford Street, Marble Arch. I'm thinking there was one
something
there,
like that, yeah.
and then obviously the one in Hounslow I went to a good few times. But yeah, they reminded me a bit of Wimpy the way they were made, apart from having a
Exactly,
square
yeah.
patty, which was
Yeah.
different. But it was fresh and tasty like how a Wimpy burger would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't take off too well over here. That's the only two stores I can remember seeing.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing a lot of those stores.
There was another store that I don't remember. I can only remember seeing it once here, and that's Taco Bell. But I've heard recently there's a couple
There's a
open
couple now
There's
around.
a couple in
yeah.
West London or
Yeah.
Central or somewhere. But
Yeah.
I'm sure there was definitely one around Fulham Mells Court area back in the mid to late 80s. Clearly remember. I'm sure there was one there. I remember going to it and
Yeah, I can't
but
remember.
again, that's something that's never really.
But they're
took
big
off.
in the States, aren't they?
Massive.
Well, but that's
man.
the thing. All of these brands that you just mentioned, they're all very, very, very prominent in the States
Yeah.
because they're American companies.
Yeah, yeah. Apart from
weird.
Wimpy, they didn't want to
Yeah,
take the brown bread burger. That sounded too healthy for them.
They didn't want the beef eater over there
Yeah.
messing up the clown.
Do you know what I mean? But
No, they were good. I also
But-
remember
yeah.
Ed's Diner as well. It's a little chain. I haven't seen them for years. I think they've not about anymore. But I like them because they were like your traditional American diner, how you see in the movies with a jukebox on the table. They'd even give you the little 5 cents behind the counter to put your tunes on, and they had the milkshakes in the big silver mugs.
yeah,
Multi flavors, multi strawberry chocolate
Yeah.
or plain white. They were good. The
Yeah.
burgers were good. The chips were good. The whole environment, the buzz, and the feel
Yeah.
of the place was wicked.
yeah, yeah.
I haven't seen one of them in ages, man.
Well,
Yeah.
Johnny Rockets is the.
That's what you think it might have changed. Yeah, maybe that the store I'm thinking of. could
No,
have
Ed's
changed
is
to
it's a separate place.
Oh, it's a different place from what
Two
you're
different
saying.
places. Yeah, Johnny Rockets is an American chain.
And we didn't really have like a Burger King around
No.
us then, was it? They were only like in central London and stuff. So
There was.
it was
I can't
mostly
think of the
McDonald's and
Yeah,
Wimpy
that
back
was
in the
it.
day. Or unless you wanted to go a bit cheap and have a Star Burger.
Yeah, Star Burger were good.
Star-
Star Burger were good.
We
They
had,
were like a chain of cafes.
Yeah.
So they were a burger bar, but they also done your all day breakfasts. They done the Crusher milkshakes.
Sounds so familiar.
Remember that? There was one in Hammersmith was the one I'm thinking of on King Street, Star Bar.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a few
There
of
was
them
a
dotted
few
around,
around.
especially around West London. But yeah, I used to like their milkshakes because they'd make it with the syrup, like the Crusher strawberry, and then whiz it up in a machine. And maybe a blob of ice cream in it, and they would do like the Knickerbocker Glories and the banana boat split thing desserts, and
Yeah.
it's one of them old school cafes.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
do menus on the table.
Yeah,
You know, one
yeah.
of them
I like
ones.
that menu. That whole like Wimpy had that.
It's
style
like
as
Golden
well.
Grill was another one. It's
Golden-
very
yeah.
similar to Golden
Yeah.
Grill.
Yeah.
Golden Grill,
Golden
yeah,
Grill
was
was
another one.
nice.
There's still a Golden Grill left that I know of near where I work, but it's had a bit of a revamp and it doesn't look how you traditionally sort of remember them sort of places looking, which it did up until only a few years ago, until it got remodernised.
Yeah. So yeah, off with the burgers and onto the other fast food chains. And some that don't exist. Well, one that doesn't exist. One that I don't see anymore. Spud'u'like.
I love
God.
Spud'u'like.
Do you want a jacket?
Yeah.
This place packs
Oh
it.
Yeah.
my god.
Spud'u'like.
That went
Spud'u'like,
You're
you
going
know.
in, bro.
Spud'u'like.
Spud'u'like,
But the thing is,
you know?
I never went Spud'u'like because it's like I could lightly make this at home. This is one thing I can make at home. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
just a
yeah,
potato
yeah.
with filling.
That was someone my mum would take me if we were out, like we'd nip in, get a Spud'u'like or something.
That's I didn't. That's probably why it didn't last long, because you could buy potato for 8p
You could just do that at home.
and get some beans and some cheese,
Exactly.
and that's
Yeah,
what you
true.
like.
Yeah.
You think nowadays at events and festivals, you normally have one of them vans that have got the little spud oven, don't they? And they're just knocking them out. So I suppose they put all the shops out of business a bit.
Yeah.
But I quite like the Spud'u'like. It's the first time I had tuna on a spud. Tuna mayo on the
that's
jacket,
it.
which sounds a bit odd, but it is.
No,
quite
I
a
used to
good
do that at
combo.
home.
It's good
Again,
combo,
that's
yeah.
exactly what
You
you're
could do
saying.
it at home, yeah.
That's one of the
But I
things
remember
you
there
make
used to
at
be a
home.
shop, a chain, and they had one on our high road called Cullen's,
Yeah.
and they used to do spuds
Yeah.
for 99p.
Yeah, I forgot about that place.
Yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah.
almost like
That was
a
upmarket.
very
An upmarket 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
It might be like a European supermarket.
Yeah.
So you'd get the smell of the Parma hams and
Yeah,
the cured meats and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
It
that's
was
right.
different back in
Yeah.
our day. So, what's this a bit different?
Cullen's.
Bit fancy,
Yeah.
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 Bit fancy.
Like a fancy
I
bread
thought-
with rosemary
Fancy
in it
bread
and
and-
I
stuff.
thought it was a wine shop.
No,
No, it was like a little
no.
supermarket.
It's kind of shop that sold wheat crunchies and hedgehog crisps, and
Yeah.
it's that kind of place. Yeah, love Cullen's, love
Collins.
Cullen's.
Yeah, I forgot about Collins.
You know, but was there any fast food places that you never got to go to that you liked and heard about, seen back then?
There was only a few about, so I don't know, I think I tried most of them. Like these days, there's more now. You know,
Foodie,
You've
man.
got quite a few. McDonald's have got quite a lot of competition these days. I think
There's loads of
when it comes
different.
to-
There's so many different burger options and
Yeah.
stuff
I
now.
mean, I used
Now,
to
back in
enjoy
the day,
Kentucky Fried Chicken on a Friday.
Kentucky
Fried
Fried
Chicken.
Does that still taste like how it did in them days? Though?
Nah.
It
Not
tasted
at
good
all.
when it was
Definitely
called
not.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah,
It's
now
some
it's
liminal
KFC.
thing. Now it's KFC.
It's,
It
it's
tastes
not good.
nowhere near as
No,
good as
it's
far
not
as I'm
good.
concerned.
Yeah.
I tried one a
completely
few weeks ago after many years of not having one, and expectations were it was terrible. Really?
Really?
bad.
When the
Really
box
bad.
was red and the stripes were
Shouldn't be
white,
surprised, bro.
that's when it tastes good.
Yeah, it's true.
It used to be cooked fresh. You could see like batter clinging to the chicken. Now it's the thing they give me the other day. It was the skin was hanging off. There was no batter on it. It was bad. The chips have got skin on now, which might be a bit better. They were a little bit tastier than what they used to be, but the chicken was bad. Yeah, KFC have gone really down.
Yeah, KFC.
I think was it a chain at one time, and now they're all franchises. I think.
I'm not sure.
So I don't know. There's
I just know that it was better when it was called Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Chicken. Yeah,
It's a subliminal thing, man.
Colonel
But-
would be happy, man.
Yeah, but because I moved on, but there was a store. It was a chain. Only had about a couple of other stores. Red's Ribs,
Red's Ribs. Yeah.
and they had one on the high road.
Yeah,
and
there's
you could
one
get
in Shepherd's Bush as well.
yeah, and you could get a combo
might
of
have been a West
chicken
London
ribs
thing.
and fries for like
Yeah.
$1.99, and it was like
That was good. Actually.
yeah. That was nice. That was nice.
Something familiar.
Didn't they do a little surf and turf option as well? I think, or was it? Might be thinking somewhere else. No, it was just ribs, wasn't it?
It's just ribs.
Just
yeah,
ribs and fries
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
That's it, man. But if you wanted a late night munch, ribs was there. Red's Ribs was there. But late night munch, you're coming back from a rave or something. Bagel bite.
Bagel
Bagel bite
bites.
was the one.
Only
24-hour
place
Yeah,
bagels.
chicken escargot.
If you're on the side of West London,
Minty
It's
lamb,
bagel bite.
minty lamb bagel on the way home from Central, man. That was wicked.
standard.
and you bump into so many people you ain't seen in
Yeah,
ages,
loads of people,
doing the
yeah.
same thing, coming back from going out.
Where you been?
Yeah, one of mine.
Coming back
you
from
know.
Subterranea.
3-4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
Somewhere, a bagel and a patty, a something.
I went to Subterranean the other day, man. I should have done that for nostalgia.
Yeah, man.
Just went through the whole motions
have
of the
to,
90s
yeah.
again.
Yeah, that was back in the good old day when you could pull up outside the shop.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't do that now.
You can't do that now.
No, it's true.
Can't do that
You're
now.
true. It's
Shepherd's Bush
right.
has changed.
Yeah, yeah.
There's some good little snack places in Shepherd's Bush. man,
Because
back in the day.
you can't forget the roti.
Roti
Hut was
Hut.
good.
Yeah.
Oh my
Roti Hut was
gosh.
good.
The roti hut.
Legendary.
It was worth the wait.
was
You
worth,
always had to
yeah.
wait 20 minutes.
Maybe
Whatever,
25.
whatever you ordered is 20 minutes. Like, it could have been a can of drink. It's still have to wait 20 minutes.
20 minutes, yeah.
But it was
Go
worth the
off,
wait.
do a bit of shopping, come back and it'll be
Go
ready.
back. Yep. The queue's there.
They were good.
You got your ticket. Get a roti. Because roti's just
But it
yeah.
wasn't that open late though, was it?
No.
That's
that-
the only thing.
that-
Van
yeah.
Catch, remember VQs, Van Catch and Fulham Road? That's open late. So if you wanted something a bit more upper,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Something a bit more tastier.
I
then
remember
that's
that
where-
place.
Yeah, brothers. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because you have to go out of like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? But you have to be coming from Central or something. Then I still do that to this
I
day.
don't remember
I
that
still
place.
go to
Van Catch?
Yeah, VQs, yeah. On the Fulham Road. On the Fulham Road. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Late night munch, mate.
I don't remember. Okay, so pizzas. You know, like when pizza come on the scene. As we were saying, we had the Finders frozen one and that, but
First experience.
yeah, but there's no outlets or shops we could go to. Then Pizza Hut just arrived. Remember, this is Old Skool Movements, ladies and gents. Yeah, Pizza Hut just arrived. You know what I mean?
Turned up out of
All these
nowhere.
new school people take for granted that you got Domino's, Papa Joe's, all these different options. Back
We
then,
had Finders and Bird's Eye up until this
yeah.
point.
Pizza Hut came on the scene, and it was just a new frontier.
Changed my life.
Yeah.
It was the first time I think in the UK you got a deep pan pizza.
Mate.
What I think what in the States they'd call like a pizza pie. You know, you wanted that big fat chunky pizza pie you'd been seeing all these years, and and now it was available, cooked in the pan, served in the pan.
Yeah.
Nice and sizzling hot, crispy base.
Yeah.
Still one of the best.
It was the
today.
best thing I'd
Still
ever
one of-
tasted.
It's
When
one
it
of the
came
best
along,
places, isn't it?
it was the best thing I'd ever tasted.
It was one of the best.
But the question is, what was better, Pizza Hut or Pizza Express?
Oh, for me, mate, there's no
Pizza
competition.
Hut, there's no question.
No competition.
Well, this is the thing. It's like Pizza Hut is an American style proper pizza. You know what I mean? Pizza Express is more Italian style pizza because it's thinner.
Yeah.
And it's how it should be. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Agree.
So that's the authentic proper way of having it.
Yeah.
But the Americans done what the Americans do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they
American
just
hyped
completely
it,
made
yeah.
their own thing.
Yeah.
Nice
And
man.
there you go. And it's in its own category.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's not
Like a
pizza.
pizza pie.
That's
Yeah.
not a pizza. That's not an original
yeah.
pizza. That's not how pizza's meant to be.
Yeah, that's
in
just
its
a mountain.
own thing.
A mountain of stuff together.
Right,
And
it's
the-
great. You can't
The
get
older
better
I've
than
got,
that.
as I've grown up, I do now like the thin, crispy Italian style.
So you
Especially-
prefer Pizza Express now?
Yes and no. I don't personally.
depends
I
on
don't
the
like
pizza.
the toppings they put on it, man. The only rockets I like are the spaceship ones, man. If they done like a Hawaiian version, I might eat it. But no, I still prefer Pizza Hut now, probably.
The thing about I loved Pizza Hut when I was little, but when I tried a Pizza Express, I did realise the difference.
Big difference, yeah.
Like you could taste the mozzarella
Yeah.
in Pizza
Yeah,
Express.
the
you know what I
basil,
mean?
everything.
Yeah,
the
but with
passata.
back then with pizza, don't get me wrong, Pizza Hut is nice, but
It's like a dirty pizza, though. isn't it?
yeah.
Compared to a clean pizza.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Pizza.
And so you
every
go
day
to
of the week,
Italy,
mate.
you will never find a Pizza Hut pizza in Italy.
Oh, no.
I had quite a few pizzas
I ain't
there.
going Italy then.
You get used to the thin one.
Steve wants his barbecue base.
Hey,
The
listen,
gelato
Stuffed
makes
crust,
up
man,
for the pizza.
stuffed
though.
crust.
Trust me, it's all right. You go to Italy, the gelato makes up for the pizza.
Yeah.
So yeah, Pizza Hut for me, mate, all day long. I think.
We all agreed Pizza Hut's better than
hell
Pizza
yeah.
Express.
Do you remember they used to have? Do
I
you
don't know
remember?
about that.
I don't know.
I don't know
either.
about that. It's in its own category, man. I can't.
I'm in the
really-
balance.
Do you remember when it opened and we first started going Pizza Hut and they had them big red heavy glasses? I don't know if you remember. And the
Yes,
brown,
yeah,
brown
yeah,
bowls.
yeah,
They were like
yes.
cracked ice,
Yeah.
sort of like
Yeah.
cracked ice. Every store. So that's what
Yeah.
I remember. Remember these
Yeah.
big red heavy glasses. Brown bowls for the salad bar, which that was a new thing.
Yeah.
I'd never been somewhere where you can help yourself to salad.
Yeah.
And this had salad things you hadn't tried, like the bacon bits.
Bacon bits,
the
the
little
croutons.
croutons. Oh man.
A little bits of pickle.
I still love their salad
the
today.
salad, the
I
coleslaw.
still love it.
Yeah.
Because it's like a free salad bar. You end up going there, waiting 20 minutes for a pizza, having 2 bowls of salad, and then just not
Yeah.
wanting your pizza because you're full up of
yeah,
salad.
Yeah.
But I love their salad. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
so
good.
I'll say that was
Wow.
an experience.
about
Pizza
that,
experience.
That was
Again,
wicked.
that was a
Like,
night out. as a
added
kid.
to it, yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't wait for it to drop them bowls on your table. Like, I'm going first.
Okay,
I'm going up to
yeah.
the salad bar. I love that.
No, you're right. No, that was nice. Definitely. Pizzas, man.
I completely
Pizza.
forgot about that. You know.
Love it. I haven't eaten out of Pizza Hut for ages.
Jeez.
like-
No, I haven't been
You
there
just
for
order,
time
you just
either.
order it to your house.
Yeah.
But to go out and it actually tastes better when you eat it out than when you
Always, because if something's
better.
traveling, you know what I mean, you've got to think of your packaging, and then it's the traveling time, it's going to get colder. When it comes out fresh from the kitchen, you're sitting there and it's just live. You're just like,
the crust has got an extra crisp on it
Yeah.
when it comes to the table, which you don't really get when it comes in the box.
Yeah.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
There's a big difference.
There
from
is a difference.
takeaway
Takeaway
to
spoils
eating.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
take
yeah.
You
away
get
is
one
it.
straight from the oven,
That is,
and it's got that crisp on it.
That is.
No, I know exactly.
That is an amazing moment. That first
is.
bite.
Yeah, exactly.
That first bite is.
It is,
oh,
and that
it's
cheese, that
amazing.
stringing,
mate.
you're pulling the cheese
Pull it,
away
yeah.
from the. Oh yeah.
I think so. For me, I think Pizza Hut was probably my first,
yeah.
my first sort of eat out. I'm not going to say European food, but worldwide food sort of thing. Maybe then, so maybe Italian was the first. Started experiment with a bit of pasta after that and stuff. But
Yeah. Well, that moves on nicely to like, when was the first time? Like, you know, we're known for loving our Indians and Chinese and so on and so forth. So, guys, man, Chris, when was the first time you had an Indian?
Indian, I reckon my earliest memory of having an Indian was actually having to make it at school, and they made us make a basic lamb curry. Oh, it must have been about 10 or 11. And from that day on, I started making it at home. I thought, this is quite easy.
At 10, you made curry?
Yeah, in a home economics class.
You didn't give me that. I don't remember. I remember you making curry, mate.
Maybe it was
When
early
we go around
secondary
your
school
house?
then. No, actually, yeah, it was probably early secondary school then. Because thinking about it, it was a home economics class, and I didn't start doing that till secondary school. So yeah, it must have been 11 or 12 maybe. But from that, I realised how easy it was. I started making it more at home, and now I eat it all the time now. But yeah, it wasn't one of them ones that I actually tried out for a while, because we were just making it at home, basic style.
So until you're an adult, you reckon?
Yeah, until I'm probably in my early teens, and then started on a korma, like most people do. Start with the creamy one that ain't gonna blow your head off. But now I like vindaloo, I like whatever they come, balti, hot ones. I'm good with them all.
What do you think about Chinese? What was the first Chinese experience?
I think my first Chinese experience was place in Hanwell, actually. My brother, he moved to Hanwell, up by the Iron Bridge, and when I went to visit him, he ordered a Chinese from this place.
Do you remember what you had?
Sweet and sour chicken.
Sweet and sour chicken balls, but the sauce is separate.
And you prawn crackers.
Egg fried rice.
Egg fried rice.
Yeah.
Sweet and sour. Was it sweet and sour
It was
sauce?
sweet and sour
With
sauce,
the
yeah.
balls, yeah.
And that was probably my first introduction. So I was like, oh yeah, this is alright. This is quite nice.
I think everyone's. It's
And
like how
then
you
I
start on the
started to venture
korma.
out and
Yeah,
find
you
some
start
better ones,
with the light
Everyone
things.
starts
I
on that
remember
one.
I was at Jason Pollard's house for tea, and his dad
You had
said,
it long before me, then.
yeah,
Shit.
his dad said we're getting the Chinese tonight, and I was like, wow. But in my house, it's always West Indian food. I'm like, wow, I'm getting the Chinese. And it was that. It was sweet and sour chicken.
They must sell so much sweet and sour.
Yeah, prawn crackers, egg fried rice, and spring rolls.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, food that's sweet, like hot sweet food.
Hot sweet, yeah. I remember the first time
It's
I
like
tried
dessert
it.
and dinner.
Yeah.
I'm having.
I was shocked
like
when I
bits of
first tried that
pineapple in it
sauce.
and stuff.
Yeah, bits of
with
pineapple in it.
peppers.
Yeah, it goes though.
Yeah.
It goes. I didn't
I
get
like
into
the
Chinese
pineapple
till
bits.
late.
Pineapple bits gotta go.
I was probably like early 20s when I first tried the Chinese, and I couldn't believe what I'd been missing. But the first time I tried, the same things as what you just had.
Yeah.
But the one we got it from a place in Ealing, and they didn't do the balls; they done a breast, which was battered and sliced. So that to me, that's
even better.
yeah,
than
that's
the
even
balls.
better. If
Much
someone's
better.
got balls, I'm a bit upset, and I want that breast one because that's what I'm used to, and that one tastes wicked, man. But now, since the early 20s,
No balls for me, just bare
Innit?
breast.
yeah, just
Do you know what though? There's a place in there's a place in Wembley that done the best version of that.
That
It was
chopped up
because it
one,
was
yeah.
so crispy underneath.
Yeah. That one's bad as well for crispiness.
Unbelievable.
That was bad.
Yeah.
But nowadays, like as soon as I've tasted, I was like, this is sweet, but it's dinner, but it's wicked. So I wanted to taste everything. So even like in the more fishier stuff, like the Thai soups, broths, I like all of that. The only thing I don't like, which I know you do like, is sushi.
Yeah.
I'm not great with sushi, but other stuff, man, I ordered the pad thais and
Yeah.
But do you remember they done spare ribs? The old school Chinese. They
Yeah,
used to do spare ribs.
yeah.
Remember?
Sesame
It was like
spare
a.
ribs.
It was like a sweet with salt or something.
Sweet and sour.
Yeah,
They've done
yeah.
sweet and
The sweet. I
No,
remember
but
that
it was
one.
a dry
Sweety,
one.
salty,
There
dry
is
one. Yeah,
there is a dry one as
You
well.
can get a chicken wing
Yeah.
like that as well, and it's normally got
Yeah.
sesame seeds sprinkled over it. I
Yeah.
quite like that. It's like
Yeah.
sweet and salty all in one.
Yeah.
That's right.
Quite like that one.
Like popcorn. Like
That
popcorn.
Yeah.
So at the same time, yeah, Chinese is good. I that opened my eyes to Chinese food or Asian food.
or-
And I was like, wow,
Yeah.
there's some good Thai curries.
Yeah.
Beef and black bean sauce, beef and black pepper sauce. I can just go on and on.
But as we know, a lot of these foods, like the pizzas, the Indians and the Chinese, they're not the authentics. A lot of them, the stuff that we get over here is
slightly altered
just-
for our palates.
Yeah.
Yeah. Completely.
But that's why, I would always trust in home cooked West Indian food
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I knew that what I was getting. You know what I mean?
I think that is the problem with West Indian takeaways. Like I don't know, once having it home cooked, I could never really trust or find a really good one.
That's the same as what
there
you used to
wasn't
have at
many in
home.
my area anyway.
No, there wasn't. No,
you had to trek to find one. A decent
as I said, like roti hut for a roti,
Yeah.
But
100%.
Or chicken bakes or something.
but I'll always trust in home rice and peas and
definitely.
curry goat
When
and
it comes
stuff.
to curry goat or some stew,
oat cheese
it's
is
got-
good.
Then it's the price, isn't it? It's the price you're paying as well, which is the most common thing that a lot of people say. It's just like, what? My mum cooks this, you know what I mean? Why am I spending so much money? But I think I can go home and get this at home, man.
Because Chris, because at home in a West Indian household, Sunday dinner is completely different to English Sunday dinner.
Definitely. Sunday
Like
dinners,
you
man.
know, at a Caribbean household,
So
it's
much
rice and
going
peas,
on.
it's coleslaw, it's salad, it's
the
it's
memories and the times I remember having Sunday dinner at your house, man. It is like you say, like, the whole family got involved, man. I remember like your mum doing the chicken, your sister making some coleslaw. And, it was I still love them Sunday dinners, man. It got me into wanting to know more about Caribbean food and searching shots for gunga beans. Is it
gunga beans.
Couldn't find them for years.
Yeah.
But
I would,
Dumplings and gunga beans.
In there.
but I would always like rice and peas with the curry goat and the fried chicken, maybe the flying fish.
Macaroni and cheese.
is that we used to have grilled flying fish.
That's like a Bayesian
That
specialty,
good.
our flying fish,
Yeah,
with the macaroni pie.
Yeah, macaroni.
Every West Indian household has this on a Sunday.
Macaroni
the
pie.
smell of gravy. Macaroni pie. But the West Indian dish was always something I could trust in.
All day, every day.
Feel it exactly.
100%.
All day,
Like
every day.
earlier when you said,
Feeling-
Steve, you sure don't want no food? I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a little bit.
It's wicked.
Because
It's wicked. I remember like some of the
Yeah.
some of the fruit you've showed me, like I never tried them sort of things before, and they're hard to find.
Hard to find. Only the markets have them.
Yeah,
man.
markets have
You have
them.
to go bush market. I
Yeah,
was
you
in
have to
bush
go
market
deep in the back of
a couple
bush
days
market.
I need to
ago.
go
Yeah.
bush market.
I was there 2 days ago.
Even just to get some cane.
Yeah.
Or something.
I'm there
man,
all
it's
the
good.
Sugar cane. I miss sugar cane.
Yeah,
Hard to
man.
get.
I remember them apples with the spiky centres.
Yeah, golden
Listen.
apples.
With a bit of salt on them.
Yeah,
They were wicked,
yeah,
man.
they were good. They were good.
I don't know what them little tiny sort of lychee things were.
Yeah, they were.
Is it Guinness or something?
Guinness.
Yeah,
Guinness.
Guinness.
Listen,
Yeah,
Guinness,
man.
Those, I need to
Guinness.
taste them.
They're the best. I can eat
again,
them
man.
for days.
Yeah, I need to taste them, man.
Guinness.
It's only at Bush. You could get it all at
Yeah.
Bush. You
Yeah,
could get it all
yeah.
at Bush.
That's why I haven't eaten this stuff since I was about 11, 11, man.
coming
Last
around
time
my
I-
house.
probably last time I
Yeah,
went
so
to Bush.
completely different from a British English
Yeah.
Sunday roast to a Caribbean Sunday roast. Completely different. But I like an English roast.
I find they're a bit heavier,
all
sort
day
of.
long, man.
Yeah, I'll
Bit of lamb with mint
Yeah.
sauce,
Oi.
salted.
They're a lot more filling. I
Yorkshire
think, a lot more
puds,
heavier.
get
You
it.
don't want to do nothing else.
Yeah, but
You don't
English
like
bread.
English?
I
All
do
day
like
long,
them, but I mean,
all
like,
day
every
long. I
weekend.
had one last week.
On a Sunday,
last
you're
night.
gonna be too stuffed, man. Too stuffed.
What's that?
No, you said about the English roast. I had one yesterday.
You had one yesterday. You had a Sunday roast and a Saturday.
Yeah.
I missed
Come
mine
early.
today.
Wicked. He couldn't wait. Man had a West Indian and an English over
He's
the
had he's had a
weekend.
good weekend this weekend, man.
He's an
Yeah.
urban Pac-Man. He's going for everybody's food. Wicked. I love it.
What, you were
But-
at West Indies yesterday? Where did you
today.
go?
Yeah, that's
Today?
today.
Oh, at your
Yeah.
drum, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
man,
go
you
early.
lucky,
It's
man.
Yeah,
You
lovely
lucky.
this weekend, mate.
Right.
It's great.
But it's a shame. It's just as you're saying, there wasn't enough Caribbean outlets like as in restaurants back in the 80s. You had, as you said, you had the small shacks that you'd wait 20 minutes for. And it's such a shame that us as a nation are not experiencing each other's food. It's only become more common now that you've got your Turtle Bay and your Levi Roots and what have you.
I was going to come on to these a bit later. I don't rate these places. you know.
And Turtle Bay, I haven't been there
rate-
I
myself.
don't rate Turtle Bay
man.
at all.
I've been to the one in Ealing, and well, maybe I shouldn't say, but man, it's not good.
Yeah.
And the thing that lets it down, the atmosphere is nice, the drinks are good.
I heard the cocktails are good. That's
It's the
why.
food.
It's
The
the
food
food.
lets it down so
It's not
badly.
authentic at all, man.
It's
There's-
not
there's-
authentic at
yeah,
all.
that happens. That seems to happen quite a lot.
They just don't know how to cook it.
in different in different places. Actually, it's the food.
And you mentioned Levi Roots as well. I've tried
Yeah.
a few of his sauces, and
Yeah, the sauces are nice.
well, there's a couple that they're too sweet and too like
I haven't really.
saucy. I think.
But he's got a restaurant as well. I haven't tried his restaurant.
Wouldn't
He's
mind
got
trying
two,
that.
I think.
wouldn't mind trying his
Yeah, and,
There's one in Stratford.
Usain Bolt's got one as well. Like
Yeah,
now.
Tracks and Records. Yeah,
Yeah, I haven't
just
tried
opened.
that. But yeah, it's a shame back in
Well,
the
not
day.
just, but
The only outlet
recently.
for Caribbean food back in the day was a house party or Sundays
Yeah.
Or a chip shop.
Yeah.
for a patty.
Chip shop had one thing. One thing.
Oh, yeah.
One
That was
thing.
the
One
only
thing.
place to
One
get a patty
thing. One
from.
thing. Yeah.
Only place to buy a patty. was a
Yeah.
chip shop.
Unless you bought it from a shop in Bush that you had
Yeah.
to cook
Cook
yourself.
at home, yeah. But if you
Get-
wanted a takeaway one,
Yeah. Next to the Cornish pasties, steak
Yeah.
Yep.
there'd be a sultry
kidney pie.
Jamaican patty sitting there.
There's a couple of Jamaican
Waiting for
patties.
someone.
And that moves
They're
nicely
good
to you, Lane, man.
Yeah, man.
Our guest of today's show, Lane Redmond, has got his own business with the patties. You want to tell the audience a bit
Well,
about?
this is it. At first, I mean,
patties?
first off, it would be rude, obviously, not to be in the presence of these great people. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Friends, family, and not share some of the food with them. You know what I mean? You got to break bread with all your people. This is a
Samples.
very important thing.
Some samples.
I wish I could give you patties, but
What?
we sold out at our last.
Do you know what, ladies and gentlemen? We booked this guy to come on the show for patties, and he's brought us no patties.
I haven't got patties.
How can we
man.
tell you how good his patties are if he's not going to bring them for us
so,
to taste?
So sorry. But I have got something else that is on our menu, our new menu, because we have expanded now. Not
That was going
just
to be
a
one of my
patty.
questions for you later.
Yes,
yeah.
indeed. There's a couple of badges there, you know. Man.
Badges. We got badges.
Got a couple of badges.
So the name of the company was
and
Yeah,
there
yeah,
you are.
d- d-
And
Tell the
Papa
people about
Bertie's.
that.
Papa
the company,
Bertie's.
how it started. Just to let people know.
So
about-
yeah, here's pass them round. Take one.
What have we
Eat
got?
it all at once and enjoy it. They are rum balls.
Good.
So we have raisins that have been soaked in rum, half a bottle of rum, for the duration of about a week.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun.
What rum is it?
They're heavy things, isn't they?
For that, I use Sailor Jerry's. For that batch, there's different batches. So yeah, I mean,
Ladies and gentlemen,
And
we're
then,
just trying these rumbles.
yeah, with
Tasty.
and
Really
then
good.
we put digestive biscuits and we crush them in.
Okay.
With condensed milk, and then a couple of other secret things I can't tell you about.
I tell you what,
But with coconut.
They're not
and
bad.
then- Yeah.
lose the raisins for me, just for me.
All right, go on.
Lose the raisins, and that's major.
They're almost like a naughty protein snack. You know, you get them protein balls.
Yeah.
And it's major, you know.
We used to make sort of similar protein balls out of
for real.
dates, raisins, sultanas. These are almost like a naughty version.
It's only because I
Yeah,
don't like
really good.
raisins.
Yeah. And
So-
you still yum it like that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wicked, easy.
So we're
All
trying to
Raisins
run,
right, they're
trying to
right.
run balls, Lane. Tell
yeah.
us-
So
tell
yeah,
us
so
about
this
the
is
patties.
it.
Tell us
So
about the
so
patties.
obviously, yeah. So Papa Bertie's came out of exactly what we've been talking about. It came out of that want and need to have a patty at any time that I wanted one. You know what I mean? And it was only certain places at certain times you can get one. So about 3 years ago, that same thing happened to me, man. Walking down the street and I just feel like a patty, man. And I couldn't get one. I went to a place that used to be a Caribbean place and it was shut down. And I was like, this is ridiculous, mate. I've got to go like all the way around London to get what I want. So, you know what? I think it's time to just create it myself. So that's exactly what I done, man.
Cool.
Just created this food brand and just based on my great uncle, who's a traveller and travels around the world.
Is this like a family recipe then, or
Yeah, well, I think obviously there's different versions that we do, and there's different ways of making Jamaican patties. But this is the traditional, original way.
so you make your own fillings? You actually make the patty, the pastry for it as
So
well.
it's actually at the moment what we do. We have our chef who's actually based in Jamaica. So half Trinidadian, half Jamaican, and with Bajan roots as well. and yeah, he makes and bakes these amazing, fantastic Jamaican patties.
They look good in the pictures.
Yeah, but he used to work for a major brand.
Yeah, in the pictures.
So
we haven't
you
tasted
see-
them, just pictures. We've
Yeah.
seen.
Yeah,
Pictures look good though.
You're gonna have to bring them next time, man.
yeah, they're amazing.
So what sort of fillings have you got at the moment? Like what flavours do we do at the
So we got beef and we got chicken. So we got the curry chicken, we got the spicy beef, and then which is, so the beef is obviously marinated over like 7 hours on the actual bone. So we don't
good.
mince our
Yeah.
beef.
It's literally flakes off the bone.
flakes off the bone. Yeah.
That sounds
and just left. So when you do eat one, you're like it tastes like mincemeat, but it's not. It's actually it's just like been broken down so much. So and then we do it specifically because a lot of people like to leave it a bit grainy, so it's a bit more gourmet.
Yeah.
But that's not the traditional way of having it. So we do it the traditional. It's super traditional, man.
It's a bit more mushed down. Yeah, that's how I like
Yeah,
it.
it's a proper patty, man.
Yeah, that's how I like it, man.
And then the pastry is flaky, and it's
sounds
just
good.
it's an absolute winner. I actually bought one myself now talking about it. I'm telling you,
I could've
don't
done
get
with
high
that
on
now.
your own supply. But I always want a yammer, mate. I'm telling
It's
you.
true, when you
And
think about
yeah,
it,
yeah,
you start thinking,
seriously.
I could do
When
one
they come
now.
out the oven, bruv, when you smell them when they come out the oven, oh my gosh, seriously, they are really, really good.
That does sound good.
Yeah, fantastic. And then the chicken one is a curry chicken, and it's equally as big. The veg one we're working on now. We've
I
got
was
a
going
veg
to
one.
ask you, is there a veggie or a vegan
We do
option
have a
or-
veg one, and it's good, but it's not amazing in my eyes. So I want to make a veg one and then making a vegan one. So we have them, and but we're always tweaking.
Developing
We're
all the
always
time.
developing, tweaking
Yeah.
them. The beef is just leave it alone.
Yeah, that's the
it don't
one.
need.
No,
it don't need.
that's done,
nothing.
innit? That's done.
But the vegan and veg is we're always playing with it because like there's a big influx of vegan people nowadays.
Exactly. Yeah. Massive
I eat
now,
fairly well myself, so yeah, that
You know, there's
for
a
me, I
demand
want to
now.
make that the hero
Yeah.
because everywhere it's always demonized.
Yeah.
It's always the villain. It's always the one left
changing,
over.
though. It's
At the
changing.
end of the day,
Things are
anywhere
times
you
are
go,
changing.
it's always like, what you got left now? We only have veg left, darling. You know what I mean?
So
It's
it's
always
always
like
the
that.
one, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
always
go
the-
into
the
any
down
shop.
upon.
Yeah, innit?
So do you sell these in the UK? Obviously, because you're based out in.
Not yet.
Dubai at the
so
moment.
yeah. So it's all in Dubai because I see the want and the need and the must.
I think
for
demand
good
over there is
food.
probably
Because
a
you can imagine
it's
there's
a good time.
a lot of competition in the UK. There's so many other people making patties.
Well, that's the thing. There is. But we're coming to the UK this year, and
We doing like the pop-up shop thing at the moment, or are you gonna?
yeah,
have
we're gonna hit
somewhere?
markets and do
Yeah.
pop-up
That's
things in the
popular
moment.
now, man, especially in central London.
Yeah,
There's
we're
some
gonna
good
do that.
pop-ups about.
But I don't see any competition. In the
Okay.
UK. There's none in the UK.
I like that
because not the fact that people aren't making a great effort. It is a good effort, but the superiority of what I have, the quality of it is just.
And I
there's
don't.
no one.
I don't
no
ever
one
see
has got a
freshly
good
cooked
patty like that in
people
England.
doing freshly cooked ones. You know, the supermarkets are changing. They have got the little aisles now where they've got Caribbean sections. The one near me's got some good patties, and it don't taste great, but price-wise, they're right, quick and handy to grab at lunch. But you're having it cold. They're not fresh.
Yeah.
They're not cooked. So
you can't
I
be
think
having
you've
them
got
cold
you
either.
could corner that bit, man. Definitely.
Yeah, and exactly what we talked about earlier when you got something fresh out the oven and you just like,
Smell
oh,
the- yeah.
bruv,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah.
But they're
You
good.
eat with your nose and eyes, isn't it?
Yeah.
You smell and see it, and it's like,
Yeah.
I want that.
But they're good after, like even if they're a little bit cooler down, they're still good.
You ever tried making a sweet version?
Do you know what? Someone said that the other day, and
I think it'd work. I was thinking about it.
We are thinking about doing that.
You got any
Yeah.
flavours in mind? You should
Yeah, I'm
use.
thinking like a coconut cream, some sort of pineapple syrup, and then you can either have it with or without like a shot of Malibu in it to give it that tropical. look.
Oh, I like that.
That's one.
That's like
That's
thinking
one, you know.
I'm
Listen,
thinking of
he's
another
pitching
one.
this to you, man.
I'm thinking another one of a banana and mango mash, again with a shot of Malibu to give it a bit of a coconut thing. But I think it will. I think with the pastry it could
okay,
work. You know,
okay.
even a ginger cinnamon
Okay.
apple. You know, it's more standard sort of one.
How
I
long
think
have
they
you
would
been
work.
thinking about all this, Chris?
so this actually goes and flows into what we were talking about earlier as well with the apple pies from Mackie D's.
Everyone wants a cherry one back.
Yeah.
A cherry
A
pie.
cherry one, man. But I think with that sort of pastry, and maybe even obviously they're baked now, innit? But even trying it, dropping it in a fryer, trying it deep fried like an apple pie. See how
Well,
that'd
someone
come out. Have
like,
they tried that?
We distribute, because we distribute to a few restaurants and cafes, right? So I can't say the name, but we distribute it to one place, and the chef wasn't in, the head chef wasn't in, so I went in just like as a mystery shopper sort of thing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, what's this on the menu? Oh, a Jamaican patty. Oh,
I'll try one of those.
I'll try one of them.
And they dropped it in the fryer.
My man put it in the fryer, Trent. It come out, I was like, that's not meant to be like that. And he was just like, yeah, it is. I'm like, I don't think it is, mate. And he was trying to speak to me like, nah, it is, trust me. And I was like, all right, listen, I distribute this brand to you. like, I'm telling you, like, where's Chef Yeah, where's the chef? Like, you know what I mean?
It didn't work then, I take it.
Did you try it though?
I tried it, yeah.
No good.
It was alright.
There's development there.
But you can't. But like, it's nah, man. That's a patty, man. You can't deep fry a patty. It's like nah.
I like that story. It's good. It's good.
And these rumbles got me tipsy. I only had one.
Bro,
Hey, listen.
Rumbles,
right.
There's Rumble on the
Chocolate
podcast.
chip
Yeah.
or hazelnut.
Alright, done.
Rumbles, man. Damn.
They're
Yeah.
good. They're good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes,
good.
that's on our menu. So basically, we've just started our online menu deliveries.
Oh, nice.
Exactly what we talked about earlier. Again, in terms of deliveries and how things are working and going. That's just the way of life now in the food game. You have to have a delivery platform.
You've got to be on demand.
Yeah, and there's so many different platforms now. So yeah, you start off with one, and then you just work your way with all the others. I mean, they take a high percentage, but it's worth it because you wouldn't be doing it otherwise.
It's all about keeping the consumer happy. If
Yeah.
the demand's there and you're satisfying the demand, they're gonna come back.
So where can people find you, man? Where do people get in contact, know about your patties?
Yeah, I think the main thing at the moment is social media. So yeah, hit us up on Instagram, Papa Bertie or Papa Berties. We have 2 accounts. One is the man himself, Papa Bertie. So that's his account. So there's all like loads of different pictures on there, funny things and bits and bobs and reposts.
Yeah.
And then the other account is Papa Bertie's, which is all of the like professional images and everything like.
Seeing them
scripted.
being made and stuff like that?
Yeah. There's loads of different content on there. There's a lot more to come, and that's a business page where you can actually get patties from that page as well.
Cool.
So it's like
That's on Instagram, you said?
Yeah.
Instagram at Papa Bertie or Papa Bertie's.
Yeah.
Cool, we'd check that out.
So yeah, that's the thing. But obviously, but we'll be in the UK this year. Just at the end of summertime.
Anyone who mentions Old Skool Movements gets free patty.
No doubt. Yeah, man. And obviously events and stuff. We're going to be doing a lot of events. So yeah, we're going to be prominent in the UK quite soon.
Future's looking bright for Papa Bertie's, and you're looking at
100%.
expanding, moving
100%.
into the UK.
Yeah, because there's a need, there's a must for it,
Exciting, man.
right?
Definitely,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Do you want a patty now?
Definitely.
Yeah,
After
right.
talking about it, yeah.
Right.
You made us hungry. and you
Where
brought
where
patties.
can we get a patty from?
Papa Bertie's.
Yeah.
So if I order one now, how
See
long
how
is it
you
going to
play.
take to get it?
Oh mate.
Someone did do it. Did you,
I'll
hear,
be-
did you see on the news someone ordered like a curry from, where was it? It might have been Spain because it was cheaper to order it through some website, but they delivered it on a jet from Spain to his house in the UK, and it worked out cheaper than going to. I don't know. I can't remember.
How
what it
long
was
did he wait
It
for
was
that?
It weren't that long. Oh, it was 6 hours or something.
It wasn't that long, you know.
Yeah.
Well, if you order it just after you
that's basically what
start
they've done.
work in the morning.
Order it at
and they'll be
lunchtime.
ready for dinner, yeah.
They'll be over there, yeah.
But this is what
wow.
I'm saying. You get people that have got money and they will do.
They will do that.
That's what this shop done. Didn't want to let him down. They interviewed the shop. He goes, I didn't want to let him down, so we hired a private jet, flew his curry out
It's
from wherever it
ridiculous.
was. Mad.
Well, good luck with your ventures, Lane, and your
Big
Sounds good, yeah.
patties and stuff, man. I hope to taste one. I hope the whole world gets to taste your
Definitely,
patties.
man. It's needed, and it's going to be very soon. 100%.
We
man.
hope so. We hope they come to our
Franchise.
shores and everyone, can taste the taste of Papa Bertie's. But before you go, Lane, because you're our first guest, outside guest of the show, you're kind of like replacing Keenan. Keenan's always missing, but he's just not in the house today. So it's an honour to have you as our first guest. But we're going to give you some quick fire questions based on our past podcast. So we're going to ask you a quick fire question.
6 questions.
6 questions.
All right.
First thing that pops in.
Yeah, first thing that pops into your head. No explanation. Just tell us what you like, okay? So, first one would be your favourite cartoon of the old school.
Wow, do you know what was funny? Because the first thing that popped into my head was Bullwinkle.
Okay, Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yes.
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yeah.
Rocky and Bullwinkle. Okay, your favourite crisps back in the day.
Wow, automatically again weird, but the Smith's Squares.
Okay,
What flavour?
Something.
cool. Your favourite film sequel?
Straight Away Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. Your favourite sweet back in the day?
Sweets. Rolos or Star Bars?
Star Bar I had not long ago. I still like Star Bars, but Rolos I haven't seen them.
I know why Lane bought Rolos, so he can give a girl the last one. That was his chat up sweet.
It's the Casanova sweet.
I just hold one.
I would have loads of ones in my pocket.
Yeah.
Did you say Starburst or did you say Opal Fruits?
He said
Star Bar.
Star Bar. I had one over there. Star Bar's still
Star Bar
good.
big in the game, right?
Star Bar's still good. Yeah.
So your favourite game you played at school?
Can be school game, board game, retro computer game, or one from each category. If you
One
want.
from each category.
In like
school, yeah.
in school,
Playground
Bulldog.
game, Bulldog.
Bulldog. Favourite board game?
It's got to be Monopoly, innit?
Favourite retro computer game?
I've got to say, what is this? Man, yeah, it's typical, but yeah, I like a Mario, man.
Okay. Favourite game playing at arcade?
Wonder Boy.
Favourite arcade game?
Favorite arcade game, Outrun.
Okay.
Sit down one.
Yeah. And last of all, favourite 80s action TV show?
Oh man, again, very cliche, but yeah, 18.
Some good answers there. A lot matched what we come up with. Didn't it?
Yeah, and that's because that's quick fire, right?
Quick,
That's off the noggin. But if I was actually thinking about it, they're like.
No,
yeah.
I don't think they would change. I don't think
that's a good selection. I'm feeling that selection. I love it. Well, that's been another episode of Old Skool Movements. Lane, I'll say it's been a pleasure having you on, man.
Thank you, brother.
Good luck on everything, man. Good to have you. Good to see you.
Thanks for the rumble.
Let's eat some more rumbles, man.
Rumbles are amazing.
Rumbles.
Hey, they ain't finished. We got plenty to eat later on. But I've been Mr. Darren.
I'm Chris.
I'm Stacks.
Lane.
Big up Reddits.
Easy. Guys, hope you enjoyed the show. Catch us again next time. Thank you, guys.
Outta here.
Peace.